everyone, I hope you're all really well. Today I have a swatch video for you from Essie. These are the nail polish packs that I picked up from the Amazon Prime Day sale thing. I think they were about £5 each, which I think is an absolute bargain, you know, working out to £2 something per polish. I can't remember exactly how much I paid, and I checked my email from them and it's got the full price on there, which I definitely did not pay, so a bit confusing. But anyway, the packs that I got are called Aweigh and Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and I have done some swatches for you which I will pop in. But just to talk a little bit about these colours, we'll start with Aweigh. What I've done with the swatches is I've done one nail with one coat and one nail with two coats. So starting off with Nautical, at first glance this just looks like a really nice kind of turquoisey kind of green colour, but it's actually got an iridescence to it. There's a shimmer running through it, which I'm hoping you'll be able to see in the swatches that I've done. I think this one does wear better personally with two coats instead of one. It's still a little bit transparent with one coat, but it's got a really nice subtle shimmer running through it, which isn't really obvious and in your face, which is very similar to one of my other Essie favourites, which is Vanity Fairest. So yeah, really gorgeous colour. I can't actually wait to wear this because I've actually fallen in love with the colour of this. I think it's really bright and happy and summery. I don't have anything like this at all, so I think it's a perfect addition to my small but, you know, perfectly formed collection. So that was Nautical. Next we've got the other one in this set, which is Bikini So Teeny, and this one is the same. At first glance you'd think it was just a very creamy cornflower blue sort of lilac colour, but this one also has a very subtle shimmer running through it as well. When I bought all of these polishes I didn't actually Google them at all to see what the swatches looked like because I just fell in love with the colours as they were, but hopefully you'll be able to see the shimmer picked up in this one. Again, I think this one works better with two coats instead of one because it is a little bit sheer with just the one coat, but both of these polishes went on really nicely, no streaks at all. Just really, really lovely polish. I love the colour of this one. I think again it's really happy and summery, and I think wearing the two together or wearing one as an accent nail, actually the colours really complement each other nicely, so I can see why they've put them together in a two pack. So moving on to Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. This one I admittedly only really bought because I'm going to a fancy dress party and the theme is space, and I just thought this would be perfect to wear on my nails. The first colour is Bobbing for Baubles, and this colour was really hard to get a good match on camera. I had to really faff around with different lighting to try and find some way of showing you what it actually looked like, because it does look like a really dark grey. It's kind of somewhere between a navy and a grey, and that is essentially how it wears on the nails. It's a really interesting colour, definitely nothing like I've ever had before. I would never dream of wearing something like this, but actually I was kind of pleasantly surprised when I swatched this, and I thought, I think I would actually wear this. It's maybe not exactly the summariest of colours, but come the winter I think this will look really nice, particularly if I layered the sparkly one on top as well. So that's Bobbing for Baubles. Yeah, really interesting colour, very dark, high glossiness. The last colour in that Twinkle Twinkle Little Star pack is Set in Stones, and this one, when you look in the bottle you can see these really big chunks, like I think they're round, yeah, round. Oh, there's like hexagonal shapes in there as well. There's these really big particles of glitter, but there's also lots of smaller particles as well, so it gives a real multi-dimension to whether you're wearing it on its own or whether you'd layer it on top of something. I'll be interested to see how it looks on top of the one that I've just mentioned, Bobbing for Baubles. That's probably how I'm going to wear it to the party. Going to be a really nice layering varnish, I think. I don't think either of these actually, either Bobbing for Baubles or Set in Stones, make a huge amount of difference whether you use one coat or two. Obviously if you do 2 coats of the sparkly one, then if you can get the placement of the glitter right, then obviously you're going to build up the glitter and make it more glittery. But that's obviously quite tricky to do. But certainly Bobbing for Baubles, I couldn't really see much of a difference between 1 or 2 coats, which I think is amazing when you think it's such a dark, opaque colour and all you need is 1 coat really, because I just really couldn't see much of a difference. So really impressed with those. So there you have it. Those are my swatches for the Essie varnishes that I managed to pick up on Amazon Prime Day. I'm really pleased that I managed to get them so cheap, and I will definitely keep an eye out on Amazon in future for any other bargains like this, because I would never really think to look for nail varnish on Amazon for some reason. I don't know why, but there you go. So I hope that was useful for you, and I will see you again soon. Bye! I'm not loving the sponge that it comes with, just because it feels like there's not enough between your hand and the sponge to stop it from, like, actually, it's not painful, but it just kind of feels a bit brutal.